Welcome back. Okay. We need to cure Kid. Let's finish looking around the village first. For a lecture on this, see my brother. He's at the residential tower. Please come back when you're done. What? What? You blocking the whole way? Whatever. Residential tower, you say? Is that this? North of this village lies the Earth Dragon Isle, which the locals call land where the dragon sleeps. Until a few years ago, the surface was covered in sand, but somehow the sand disappeared overnight. Wait, this is where I was. Hello, Anthony. You know around here, do you know what these wires are for? If you don't, I'll teach you for the price of 5 gold. It's okay, I already know. Really know? Kind of fishy. Oh, well if you already know, that'll make things easier. What's it gonna be? Talking to me because you want to do it, right? Of course I do. 10 gold in advance. Thanks. Oh, shucks. Well, call me when you do. What a letdown. I already know. So wait, is it 10 gold? 10 gold to do it? Fine. And 5 gold to learn how to do it? You mean press A? Not even? Let's upgrade house! Starting student screen is still on. Oh, thank you. Fixed it. Is that a new emote? Oh, it's from channel TWIWO. One of your subscriptions? Okay, well, I can use that one. That's great. Let me use the other one. Where's the other one go? Would you like to become one with the wind? I will become the wind. 2 gold in advanced. Okay. Welcome to the wind. 1, 2, okay, stand by. A German friend. Oh. Okay, I think I'm good here. Ready to go? Ready anytime. You sure? Don't you dare tell me you want to come back later. Think really positively ready? I'm good, dude. I'm good. Alright, let's head off. All of you on the boat. Hey. You can't park here. Who said you could dock that thing here? Get that thing out of here right now. Don't be such a hardhead. It's not what we're robbing it from anyone. Besides, nobody else is docked here, right? That's not the point. What I'm trying to say is, here, keep it. You can't bribe someone with. It's delicious. Subtle texture. Supposed to be the famous rare drinks of the Dragonians. Dragon's glory. Thought this might happen, so I snagged some from my ma's kitchen. Alright, I'll give you permission this time, but next time might not go as easy as on you. Don't worry, I'll get more for you. Very well. You're pretty quick for a kid. Don't worry, that girl's not gonna die. If you can't do this alone, why don't you let me come along? Would you temporarily join your party? Blue and blue. Interesting. Let's see, protects against poison. The dancing shoes. Power glove increases attack power. Sure. And then improve magic defense or improve defense. Well, honestly, the ivory helmet does both. What is Lesser Pin Dragon Sigil? Changes weapon element to the last element of the attack received. Low level elements only. Interesting. Very sorry, but the event has been postponed due to the manor break-in. Please go to the ticket booth for a refund. Back up, Danner. You, me. Oh, we already met you, me. Mickey? Concert's been postponed. Nikki's acting strange. Want to pack up and hurry out of terminum for crying out loud. Sounds like Nikki was snooping around Viper Manor. He won't tell us why, but something's really shocked him. Nothing. Nothing. This area's off limits. Keep out. Waiting for Nikki to come out. This wicked sweet Nikki to seduce such a naive young girl like me. Right, so I can't meet Nikki here, then I'm gonna be his honey bun. Not gonna be his honey bun. Excuse me. Should we hit back up the shop? Have you guys ever been to one of those cosplay events? I wanted to go, but my anxiety holds me back. Yeah, I've been to many. We frequently would visit anime conventions and gaming conventions. I've actually done a couple cosplays myself. You haven't placed these things in Discord? I think that would be awesome. I mean, I could. It's from long, long ago. I'd say long, long ago. I actually went to a pirate murder mystery less than a month ago. We all dressed up for it. Less of a cosplay, though, more of just a costume party. I was the murderer, indeed. Anthony was the murderer. He hid it well, nobody knew. Except for everybody who guessed he was the murderer, but mostly nobody knew. Until they made the announcement. Not well enough. To the games like that, you figured it out pretty quick. Actually, I had run straight past you as the murderer and was attempting to sleuth on other participants, but when they fell through, it kind of narrowed me all the way back down to you. So yes, I did get it, but not without some sleuths and tip mushroom. We ever talked to this guy? Yeah, he told us how to get to Viper's Manor. But we couldn't get through because that one guy was blocking the pathway to the forest. I remember. Just that you guys all know one another in person. I don't have friends where I live. Not like that anyway. Well, we all kinda met through mutual friends, networked ourselves into a tiny, close-knit group. We all meet for D&D and parties and movie nights and things regularly. Keeps us all pretty close. But yeah, it wasn't something that that just was. It was something we had to like work toward. You know, you got to network if you want to get to know somebody or a group of people well. I just have a darn wife. Bring her with you. She can network too. They're not selling at all. Viper Festival isn't a Viper Festival until you have Viper Churros, right? It's not going well. I'm setting a bad example for my little brother. Shoot, do you think 100 gold is too much for one churro? It's too much. Just as I thought. I had a hunch. That was a tad too much. How much would you charge for it? Like literally 10 gold, right, for a churro? Even 10 gold seems like a lot. We'll say 12 gold. Be out of business within an hour at that price. Okay. $20 gold. Be out of business in an hour. Okay, oops. It keeps popping up as soon as I hit the button. 30 gold. Maybe just a tad more. You're not letting me choose how much to charge for them. You're charging for them. 35 gold. $40 gold. Gee. So exactly half of what you were charging. No other price to match that. Okay. No other price, just like you said. So this is Nikki. My nice steady girlfriend Rachel has stopped playing around the house with me ever since she heard she was coming. Is he really that attractive? Oh, you haven't seen Rachel come back. Rachel, come back. Huh? You've met Rishi over there? He's stuck up now, but you and I used to study art together. He was the best of all of us, but since his beloved wife died, he's been all about money, money, money. It's completely changed. It's a pity. He used to have used his skills to make money and go out counterfeit paintings. Scribble-de-doo. Wrap up 4 for me. Some big fat churros. Thank you, sir. He made a sale. So proud. Like, I think the majority of this game isn't actually playing through the story, it's actually recruiting people to join the party. Looks like this marketing thing is important, just like my brother said. After lowering the price he suggested, started selling like crazy. If you don't mind leftovers, please have some for yourself. I have life for churro. It even revitalizes you. Is it something I can give? No, it's just an item I can use. Interesting. Still need iron. But look, we can... Oh, we don't have enough iron yet. Of course not. The lure is what he uses. Okay. Rainbow ore. Business up to the counter, Ken. Pierre, you stole me last month's rent. No, no, monsieur, don't be so hasty. I shall pay you double. Still don't know what these two are fighting over. I should probably quit wasting time though and just go to the other world if I can. But what I want to do is actually go up to the top. Is he still up here? He is still up here. Cordial, what are you doing to disturb my business again? Go on, beat it! Come now, gather around, see for yourself. Selling the rare goods I've collected from all over the world. Get your hand on it, buy it, you won't regret it. There's something on trade? Well, what do you have? Anything I have 0 of? Well, let's get a couple carapace. We can trade some capsules for it. 29 levels worth to go. Oh, for 1 carapace? Never mind. That's a lot. One second. Got a message. Okay, I need to AFK for a bit. I will be right back. Okay, I am back. You put a lot of time into your channel, like screens when you come up with, yeah. It's a little bit. It's mostly just an application called Wallpaper Engine. I basically just point to the monitor at my blank desktop, and it just iterates through the wallpaper engine. The music's from Game Chops Live, which is royalty-free video game remixes. So it's got some visuals, music, and just a little pop-up message that says when I'm AFK. So pretty simple things, actually. But yeah, all of it together over a great amount of time makes it look like quite a bit, I guess. A little bit every day. O blessed child, flow with the river and rest in peace. When thou returnest to this world once again, may thou greet thy father and mother with a blessed smile. Come, please say your last farewells. Why did the sweet child have to? Did you say Game Chops Live? Yeah, DJ Cutman, Game Chops. He has one channel that has all of his new stuff, and then one channel that is royalty free. If you look in the description, you should be able to see. In fact, I think I call it out in my summary down at the bottom. If I don't, let me know. I probably should update that. My only wish was to drink with you when you were grown up. Why did you have to leave us? The boat shall now be cut adrift. Your son's spirit shall ascend to heaven with your warm blessings. Everything that has form must eventually fade away. Although that may be nature's way, I feel my heart being torn apart at times like these. Why must we face death, and who is the one that decides when we die? Gets, I have not yet seen the light, amigo. Dear passing stranger, if you have a moment to spare, please give this wandering soul a small prayer to guide him on his path. Damn dragoons. What nerve they have to call me an imposter, especially if they drag me all the way out to this valley. Someone must have been playing a prank. Don't concern yourself about it. Are you really?
The next couple lines, but then it goes. Secret tunnel, secret tunnel, through the mountains. Secret, 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 secret tunnel. Yeah.
Yeah. What's up, Kels? My duty is to watch over the spirits here. It's alright, Greco. I'll be here to keep things in order. Romana, you're still too young to take on such a task. The spirits are always looking for a chance to draw the living things into the darkness. But my brother Getz was able to save you from being drawn into the dark. He gave his life to help you. I'm the sister of Getz. A small thing now and then won't get me down. This time you must save this one from the darkness. I think Getz desires that also. See, you might be right. I believed that the only way to make up for my mistakes to Getz was to live in hiding for the rest of my life. But I now realize I was only trying to escape from my responsibilities. May I assist you in escaping the darkness, amigo? Please. Party member get. How do I switch party members? How did Elden Ring go last night? Got all the way through, started New Game Plus, and didn't stop until I beat the final boss. Took 3 hours and 20 minutes. It was fun. Real gamer. That's insane, though. Yeah, it was pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Can I change my party members here? I can change with that, but if I hit Y select, maybe status? No? I might need to be at a save point or something. Maybe he's better equipped? Nope, copper everything. What's that in the back there? What is this? A nothing? I can't go back there, so... Interesting. Bobby had to point me in the right direction a couple times, though. Definitely got lost. It's just fresh on my mind. Okay. Let's check the character listing here and see if we missed anybody. We got Kid, Mojo, get the shark's tooth from the fisherman in Arnie Village. Later in Arnie Village on another world, put Lena or Kid in the party and show the shark tooth to the other fisherman. Mojo joins the party. Oh, well, we don't have Kid anymore. Or Lena now. Whoops. Lena. After defeating Karsh, Salt, and Pepper at Cape Howell, refused to let Kid join. The next morning, Lena will join. Oh, I did not know that. Skelly, we're working on. Draggy. Steal the big egg from the dodo's nest in the Forest Valley in another world. Oh. After hatching, once placed on an incubator in Fort Dragonia. Draggy joins Surge. Where is Fort Dragonia? Is that where we're at? It's not where we're at, is it? Horn Quad forever. I'd totally be lost in that game. It looks so fun though. Never forget Horn Farquad. So that's Termina. Bork bork. Bork bork bork. Termina, board the Magical Dreamer's boat and talk to Nikki's manager and Mickey. Join your party after recruiting him. Pierre, we got Pierre. Pip.
Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. Oh.
Pip has learned much in his observation of the scientist and wishes to unravel more about what's beyond his cage. Yep. Courtier we got. Rasley. Agree to find the Hydra humor to help Kid, then in the Hydra marshes and homeworld, save her from the Pintopus. If you choose not to help Kid, Rasley will not be recruitable. Interesting. Choose to look for Mel. Gotcha. I see. Okay, so some of these are based off of whether or not I help. Whether or not I help Kid. Can I go in here now, by the way? Oh, I totally can. Nice. I totally forgot to equip these guys. Fill in blanks. Found arrow saucer. Uplift. There are red berries growing here. Mm-hmm. Green berries growing here. Blueberries. I'm sure that's going to mean something at some point. Red, blue, green. What's this? Is it asleep? We can't get through. Foiled again. So we know what's there. We've already gotten all the stuff on this world. We couldn't get through because we couldn't control things. So what we need to do is go back. Yep, here we go. This is a place. It's just your average beach. What are we going to do now, amigo? I remember getting stuck here as a kid and not really knowing how to do... how to get back to the real world. I had to end up looking it up, because back then, I don't even think the internet was very big back in '96. I didn't even think to look on the internet. Stuck there for a long time. Anyway, we want to change our party. How do I change my party? Teleporter. There we go. We want to switch out with him and get all of our stuff back. My Rafflecopter.
Sunny_Cal cheered. X15. My Rafflecopter goes swa 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 swa.
Swa 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 swa. Can I unequip? Oh yeah, I totally can like this. But he always has to have something equipped. Gotcha. Okay, so now I can use the thing. Swa swa swa. How very French of you. In français. Rearrange the elements in all the grids to the recommended setup. Interesting. So how did it recommend? It gave Korshka 2 cures, heal meteorite. So it gave him the white abilities. What did it give? Turn white, gave him all colors. Slash and dash, magnify. And what do we get here? Double magma bond because he's red. Clothesline Ice Blast. Why would it give him blue? I guess it doesn't really matter, but think there'd be a better item here. Anyway, I guess that's the best for that one. Can I do the same with equipment? Equip, just auto-equip all? No, I think this is basically what we want here. Except for this. We'll give him the copper helmet instead. Oh, but thank you for the biddies. I guess I should have said that instead of just going swa swa. It's a squeaker! Hi, Myra. How's your Tuesday goins? That's what I heard from your swa 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 language. What the hell is this thing? I'm not really used to this supernatural stuff. So this is the interdimensional wormhole that connects the two worlds. Oops. Whoa, what happened? That was weird. Okay, so now we use the time shifter. Right? No. Now we use the astral amulet. Sneak attack! Got him. Slip! Whoa, you guys came with me? Feel like my body just split in two, a very strange feeling. So we are now in the other world. I still cannot believe it, though. Shit, me neither. Okay, so first thing we want to do is go to the village. That guy seriously needs some pants. You don't like his, whatever that is? Okay, so hold on, we missed some stuff. First what we need to do is... Pip? Is it Pip? No, it's not Pip. Pierre, Nikki, Guile, Draggy, Scally, Lena, Mojo, Kid. Find the Heckran bone under the bed of the room in the restaurant, above the room of the restaurant in Arnie Village. There's a room above the restaurant? What? It's a diaper. Also, hi, Anthony. Hi, Myra. There's not... Oh, is it up here? Found an ivory helmet. Heckran bone. Huh. See how you're supposed to... Some of this stuff is like... You're supposed to click on this random place in the world. Be better off if I was just spamming A the whole time. Okay, and now if we go and give this to Pusheen, Pusheen will join the party. Heckran bone. Ah! If that a Heckran bone! 30 poo for p-p-p-think for I? How'd you know to accept or not to accept? I accept your present, and me shall help you. Me will do anything you want. Me will be honored to be by your side. Me will use pretty miracle power X. Me will do it, 30 poo. Pushiel has joined the party. What color is Pushiel? Yellow. Wow, I do have a lot of lightning stuff. Way more than I have blue. Actually, I have about as much blue now. But blue is contrary to red, so I think lightning is our best bet here. So I will take Pushiel instead. Let's go, pup! You talk funny. That's why I'm gonna keep you in the party. Okay, two things we need to do. One, we need to unequip a character. Let's switch out Korsha, unequip him real quick. Oops. Switch him back out. In this way, we're not using any elements that's contrary to our elements. They're all single-sided use elements, so at the worst we'll be doing median damage rather than negative damage. At the best we'll be doing positive damage. It makes sense. Makey the sense. Beautiful. Okay, let's go back in. And let's go talk to me mum. Wrong house. My bad. Mom! Mama! Mummy! Mama! Mum! Then get your priorities straight and let her know how you feel. Understand? Tomorrow's a new day. Who knows what will happen? Mom, I think you're definitely downplaying the fact that I am dead in another world and transitioning between two universes. But hey, JRPG, what are you gonna do? Yippee! Where have you been? You had me worried sick. You suddenly disappeared from the beach. Some magic trick. I'm thinking about pulling that one on me again. Once is enough. Yeah, now she's not going to join us since we have Kid on our team. Huh. I did not even know that. So, I didn't have a guide when I was a kid, and I just got a guide now. But apparently, a lot of the people you interact with here will change whether or not you accept some members into your party. Okay, so here's what we want to do. We want to go up to the... Oh, we can't. Let's see if we can go through here. The poor army is currently investigating the area. It's off limits to the public. I'll inform you whether our investigations have completed. Okay, so I literally can't go through here yet. Is there a blacksmith in Arnie? I don't think there is. I think it's fine. It'll be fine. Hey, Myra, hope you had a good weekend. Hydra Marshes. Well, if it isn't Surge, didn't the village elders tell you not to come here? You have some kind of business here? I won't ask you what it is, but I can tell by the look on your face it's something important. Here, go through. I'm sure the three of you can handle yourselves. That's very kind of you. Before you enter here, I'll give you a word of advice. The marshes are full of maze and poisonous monsters. Be careful. So you notice there's a rare plant. You'll find it growing in 100 marches. If you touch and talk to it, it bends backwards for a little while to form a bridge. I think the dwarves may have planted them. See how they're strategically placed? I believe there's another way to bend them without actually having to touch them. I don't know the details, though. Dwarves dwelling in this forest probably know, but they hate humans and they won't tell us. Well, it's a good thing I got the protective gear from the other world, so I don't get poisoned walking through this. Very interesting. And very, I'd say ahead of its time, but definitely right on its time. You can tell by the way these levels are developed, but quite well thought out character interactions here. Was that a fairy? It was a wonderful weekend. I hope you did as well. Sergi Poo, what are you gonna do just standing there like that? We haven't got the time. Let's keep moving. Funny dog. Speak in funny voice. I found a bone. That's a new monster. So we know the left is a dead end. Let's go do the dead end first. Everybody down! Something big's coming this way! What was that thing? I cannot believe this place. Found a brace. What? Did you just see that creature up ahead? Is that a dwarf? It doesn't look like a dwarf I've ever seen. This is Biba no place for humans. Biba go away. Biba off. Biba off. LOL. My sentiments exactly. Leave it to Biba. Do I have an AoE? I have Recover All. But I do have a Magma Bomb. Bam! Biba calls another friend. That's a lot of Biba. Three? Do you have Magma Bomb? You do indeed. Biba calls for another friend. That's a lot of Biba. Which one's the fourth one? I think it's the one all the way on the left. attack for now. Because we can get off 4 attack, a full field effect of fire. Bebo Revolution. No more friend come, no friend left. Viva la Revolution. I think Rekko just has really low spell attack power. And so does Pushiel. Should I just let them attack them? I think that'd be the best case. Man, they have a lot of hit points. Good God. Jiminy Christmas. It took way too long. I Biba sorry. Here, I'll give you this. Forgive Biba. It's a Biba flute handed down from the Biba family. It's magical. It calls a wingipede. It makes wingipede Biba good wingipede. It best Biba used in a wide open space. We'll see ya. Okay. Biba flute. Why don't you try broing the fruit, Sergi Pro? Okay. Biba flute. This Biba wrong place. This isn't the wide open space I was talking about. Okay. I don't like humans, but I don't hate them either. I just like strong beings, no matter what species. Which might you be? Strong as Mr. Universe. Let the challenge commence. Apparently that's a challenging statement. I should definitely give Surge all the magma bombs. And these guys are resilient, or I just have really, really low attack power. That wasn't bad. Wonder why his AoEs aren't good. Maybe because it has something to do with physical attack / magical attack. No, because that one was okay. Weird. Wow. Hasta la Biba. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Allocate. Your AoEs are not good. So we'll switch you to... Hold on, we need the yellows. We don't have much of a choice here. We're just gonna magma bomb him out. Do we give the recover all to Pushiel? No, I don't think we do. Oh. Whoops. Okay. 5 magma bombs. Wide open space. Could this be Sergi Poo? Why don't you try blowing the flute? Just want to make sure there's nothing else here first. So this is the wingipede. It's actually smaller than we thought. Surge, why don't you try feeding it something? Ah! Ooh! No! Don't! You pissed it off!
Reload.
Well, we wouldn't have had to fight it, but you started shooting at it. Acidic gas. Poison. 3. Got him. Slash and dash. Oh, Greco, you've seen better days, buddy. Oof. Oh, that's terrible. Somebody's probably dead. Oh, is he hitting Surge? Oh, that's actually the perfect target because we're about to recover all that health. Nice. Poor Greco got it twice. Double poisoned. No. Dang. Wait. Okay. All we had to do was survive a tornado, I guess. The foothold could give away any minute. Sergi Boo, we should avoid that path in the middle. Oh. But what if I want to go in? Oh. Who would have thought there was a cavern hiding down here? Rather big monster right there. Well, at least they'd served. I can't read this. Survived our fall. Otherwise, that would have hurt. Old Five Legs wakes up. We'll be in a lot of trouble. Let's try and get out of here while we still can. Good idea. There's a cage down here, though. Caged fairy. Hey, Serge, is that really a fairy? I've never seen one before. We can't just leave a trap here like this. We gotta help her out. Wait right there, my darlings. Do you think you can walk out here alive with my dinner too? Come to think about it, it's been years since I've wrapped my sweet tentacles around human flesh. Make a fine main course to go with delicious appetizer. Would you consider an honor to be main guest of Madam something? I missed it. Don't believe this. It's just another one battle after another. But this time we're trapped in a hole with no way out. We've got no choice but to fight. Ugh. Is it one of those we have to fight each tentacle individually kind of thing? Well, dang. Reflex test? Terrible time for a reflex test. Do we magma? I guess we magma bomb, right? Extra damage at least. 36, not bad. It'll update the field effect too. Hexa hitter. Dang. Clothesline. Uh-oh. Surge might be dead. Oh, and he was our only person with revive. I think we gotta run away. Can we run away? We can run away. Interesting. Oh, my darlings, do you think I'm gonna let my dinner get away from me so easy? Stop the useless resistance and accept your re-equip and rematch. Oh, that's cool. Gives me a chance to re-equip. We want to use whatever we can. Reverse flu and blue. Status recovers HP medium. We started that fight with almost no HP. That's what got us killed. That being said, I don't know that we're going to be able to fight again. I don't know that we're going to be able to win. We are still quite underpowered at this level. Give it one more go. It's unfortunate that our person with revive got killed. Rip, right? Big ripperonis. Ugh, exactly enough HP to kill her. Rippin' pepperonis. Wop. So much damage. He layeth the smackdown. All I can think about is pizza and I'm so hungry. It's lunchtime, go eat. Go have some lunches. Plural. Everything is so expensive down here. All I got today is instant ramen. Well, that's not a meal at all. Woo! Dodgy boy. Come on, we got this. Whop! Woo! Thought he was dead. Still alive. Ooh, big miss though. Let's try the magma bomb. $49, not bad. Big damage there. Oh, that was close. We did it! Went to a meeting while you were fighting, Beavis. Came back and you're still fighting the hellspawn of a hammerhead and an octopus. It's just the octopus. What was the hellspawn of hammer? Oh, the hammerhead was the octopus. Would you say it's 10-inch enough is big for one person? Yes. That's like a personal pizza. We got Aqua Ball. We saved the fairy.
That's what she said.
10 inches big enough for one person. Thank you for rescuing me. You're a kind, strong human folk. I was surprised. Let me introduce myself. My name is Razzie. I come from Water Dragon Isle. I think you can tell by just looking at me, but I'm a fairy. I guess you could say it's very obvious. Tee-hee. I've heard rumors about that island. They say due to the abnormal weather they have been having, water source dried up. But that was in the other world we came from. I wonder if it's the same thing in this world. Huh? Our water source dried up? This world? I don't understand what in fairy godmother's name you're talking about. Surge, perhaps we'd better explain. Gee, so there's another world, and you've come all the way to these marches world to save your friend from the other world. Yes, but you seem to have got it, but Surge is actually from this world. We don't expect you to believe us, but it's true. We traveled through a wormhole to your world. We need to make the Hydra humor to make the medicine that'll save our friend. There sure is a Hydra in this forest. I saw it with my own eyes, but that's when those big noses caught me and threw me in here to be pentapus bait. Pentapus. I want to go home to my island, but it's too far away for a fairy like me on my own. Tee-hee, how about to take me along with you? Razzie joined the party-hee. Tee-hee, thanks. I'll be waiting by the forest entrance. Be very careful, Sergi. And thank you for coming. So many puns. What's in the chest? A recoverall! Yay, now we have 2. Okay, we'll work on that in a bit. Let's get the heckin' out of here. Tee-hee. You found your spirit animal there, Kells. Oh, how do we get way up here? Jump down? Yes. Found an arrow saucer. Wet. Stop picking on old Bashiel. Now we can heal back up to max at least. Oh, yes. Okay. What I want to do is check status and see if I can kind of... So, strength... What is it? Magic 13. So Greco has magic 3. That's why he's not dealing any damage. But he's got good defenses. And Pushil has magic 5. What we want to do is pull in some bigger magic users. So what we want to do is remove from these two. Magic 9, 5, Magic 15, there we go. Strength is lower, but that's fine. So we'll pull in the fairy, and for this position, what do we have? Magic 9, Strength 15. I think that's the best we're gonna get for now. So something like this, so that means white, green, blue, that should be fine. And her innate is green. Magic is 15, so she's our best magic dealer. So elements, allocate, let's see what it auto looks like now. Auto allocate, whole party. Give her a magma bomb and recover all in Bush Basher. And looks like we all got a magma bomb? No, let's give him a magma. Oh wait, his innate color is blue. Yeah, so his fireball wouldn't be as good. Okay, it should be good. Oh, we forgot to unequip the other guys though. Ugh. Dang it. Oh, and she has better equipment too. She starts with copper. Evade, yes, and then strength we want to give to. Actually, I think we want to give strength to Surge. What's the strength? Oh, it doesn't matter. You can get it too. Okay. There we go. Be right back for lunch. Thanks for the lurk. Okay, now I feel much better. Don't feel like we'll be nearly as underpowered. Halt, humans! We cannot permit you to advance any further. The Hydra is the tutelary deity of this force. Hi-ho! Without it, the forest will die. If you still wish to advance, you'll have to get by us. Prepare for battle, wicked humans. Well, what if I said no? What if I didn't wanna? And I said, oh, I didn't know that. I guess I'll not fight then. But now I guess we're fighting either way. Holy moly. Like, I don't know what to do here. I should heal, but I also want to kill some people. Let's see if we can just blow them all out of the water. Oh yeah, we can. Look, one's already staggered. I don't think we have any more AoEs with him. No, but that should be fine. Big oof. We have another magma bomb? We do not. Uh-oh, we dead. Oh, we're alive! I'm alive! Oh, but we only have 1 stamina, we can't cast any spells. Yep, now we're dead. That's a good thing we saved right there. Big oof. Oh, did it put us in new game? Dang it. I guess we're gonna have to restart. You can't just press A, you gotta actually go through the menu to load game. Whoops. I think that's the wrong load here. There we go. Antidote. So I think I have to end up going that way. I feel like there's so much unexplored over here. It looks like there is something over there. I wonder if we get it by going through that hole in the wall, or... Interesting. Interesting, interesting. These guys are going to fight again? Yep. Let's see if we'll get a better roll instead of getting AoE'd 5 times super early. So that did significantly less damage, I think. What I want to do is actually recover all now. And then we'll try again. So that gives her one more attack. And what we can do is actually heal her up again using... we don't have any heals on him. That's fine. What we'll do is headbutt. And then maybe we can get off another AoE. We don't have another one, do we? We do not. So let's Photon Ray. And then now we have the AoE? Yes. We did it. Man, this place is a death trap. Too strong. Are we unable to stop them? Hydra must be up ahead. Let's go, Sergi. See if we can go. Is there anything down here? No, it's not down here. Oof.
Disrespect your surroundings!
Disrespect the dwarves. Hi-ho! Bonk. Sorry, I keep popping in and out. Work's a little crazy today. No worries. Just happy to have you. Real life comes first. Fake life comes second. So is there like a way through here? That's like a secret passage? I think it's interesting. I bet you wouldn't be able to get half this stuff if, yeah, definitely not a way through there. If if you didn't have the protective gear. You went so fast. Whoa. Yeah, I have it in fast forward mode sometimes, so we don't have to sit through the slow bits. Found an ointment. Oh, okay, so that's the ramp that goes down. I can't get back up if I go down there. I do want to go down there eventually, but not just yet. Okay, and this goes to the previous area. Gotcha. Okay. So how do I get over there? Maybe from above? Yep. Found a medicine. So can I go up right here, or is it only to the right? I can never tell. These maps are kind of hard to tell. You befouler of the forest, human vermin, prepare to receive the anger that you so deserve. Hi-ho, O great Hyra, hear my voice. Turn on these wretched humans, teach them how the forest, no, our planet, is pained by their existence. Hi-ho, Hydra, away. This sure as hell ain't my world. I can't believe there's a Hydra right before my eyes, and it's coming. Oh boy, it coming. Why are all the bosses in this game so gross? Good question. I don't know the answer to that. Catch a falling star. Get! That was pretty cool. Putrid odor. P-U. Good timing. If it would have hit Razzie, that would have been bad, but I can recover all here. Miss? Wow, big old damages. This party's doing so much better than the other one. Defense temporarily decreased. Spirit up. Defense temporarily increased. Element. Headbutt. From the top ropes. Korcha, no! Oh, he's still alive. Korcha, yes! Like, let's be honest, I see why they were hunted into extinction. Reached a new level. What do you humans intend to do to our mother planet? Not thinking of the future, cutting down trees like there's no tomorrow, burning forests to make your towns even bigger, and all for what? Do you think that you are the only ones who live on this planet? Do you even know what life forms other than yourselves get up to? Hi-ho, hi-ho. I don't kid yourselves. You are just hairless apes, no worse. Hi-ho. You're nothing more than freaks of evolution. Hi-ho. Ugh. It's very sad, but I can understand what he means. Why, we fairies are forest dwellers too, but I don't think all humans are bad. I'm sure there's many human folk who love greenery and are kind to the smallest life forms. I believe that is true. Received Hydra humor. Wait, Sergi, this Hydra is carrying newborns in her womb. The Hydra isn't extinct, and the forest isn't going to die as long as there's life. All that may be left is small, fragile life force, but the forest will make it. You know, we could repopulate the other planet with Hydras if we just take one of the children over there. Balance of ecosystems and all that. Not a single dwarf roaming around the forest anymore. Have they abandoned this place? Let's hurry. Wait, what? Why'd you pull me all the way over here? I had treasures and stuff that I needed to go get. See? Treasure. I found a cure. A cure for what, you might ask? Ugly face. Illegal Hydra trafficking? No, not I. I mean, not yet. To have the thought is not illegal. To do the deed, that's illegal. How you doing, Frog Knight? Welcome to the stream. Pretty dope username, I have to say. Okay, so it's still not gonna let me go through here, right? No. Okay. Use the thingy. Let's cheese it. I wonder if having the Hydra humor will let us go past this now, or if it's still going to be blocked off. Maybe we can use the whistle at the end to call the bug, maybe? Oh, let's give it a go. Wide open areas, it said. Do we even still have it in our inventory? Time should the Biba flute? Yes, we do. What if we use it here? Will it call the guys? Biba flute. Nothing. Okay, we're gonna go for a little bit longer. We should be closing up stream here in a bit, but I think we'll make it to the next checkpoint at least, so we don't start again tomorrow completely lost as to what we were trying to do. Biba flute. Hey, wait, you're just looking for trouble if you blow that flute here. Yeah, so? It's like a dream come true to the world. By the way, have you heard of a remote island called Kay's Navel? Legend has it that there's an unexplored primeval fortress out there. I hope to make my way one of these days, explore the mysteries of this planet. But let me blow the thing. I don't... What? You can't blow Biba flute here. Ugh. Proper equipment for the strange plants. Well, we tried. How did they know what a Biba flute is? There's not even those same monsters over here. Stupid scientists and their science. Okay, so we can get over there, but we haven't gotten over there yet. Gotcha. I wonder if we can use the Biba flute maybe to control the plants? Probably not, but it's worth a try. Still gonna slap me? Swap. Are you alright, Sergi? Toxin levels seem to be higher than at the entrance. Plants must have mutated. Does the fairy know? Fairy, do you know how to control these things? Wow. What if I switch to the fairy? Same thing? Still smack Surge! Oh, that's funny. Biba flute. Does nothing. Okay. Well, I guess we'll have to come back later. We obviously don't have what we need yet. We want to go back to the boat. Yes. Okay. Of course Surge gets smacked. What's the silent protag gonna do? I don't know, let the fairy get smacked? I just thought it was funny that the fairy touched it, but Surge is the one that still gets smacked. What's my current equipment? We're all using copper stuff, right? Copper, copper. Copper, copper, okay. Gotta head back at full speed. Return to Goldove. Mean, mean. Oh. Okay. Let's see. Magic 6. Oh, so weak. What is Pierre's redeeming quality, anyway? Alright, Pusheen. You to punch stuff for us. So we can get Korcha back. Hey Doc, I got the thing. I got the stuff, Doc. Oh, it's you dudes. The patient's strength is at its limit without the antidote. Oh, do I gotta give it to you? Hydra humor. Can this be Hydra humor? But how? We'll discuss that later. As long as we have this, making the antidote will be easier than catching a wave. We can save the girl with this. We will prepare an antidote right away. Nurse, help me with preparations. Stat. Yes. I have no idea where in the world you found this, nor do I really know who you are. But now is not the time for such questions. You've done your part, now leave the rest to me. Dude. Catch a wave, dude. You heard the doc. We've done all we can do. Just trust him and wait. It's already close to nightfall. Doc, how is she? Will she be alright? Yeah, she passed the critical period. There's no signs of complications from the poison. The girl will hold up well, but only thanks to you dudes. You've done the impossible for finding the antidote. I still cannot believe it. You, with the red bandana, you're Serge, correct? She would like to speak with you. It'll be a little while longer before she falls asleep from the anesthetic. Will you speak with her, dude? Faux shizzle. I'll be in the room next door, so call me if you need me. Do not forget that even though the poison is gone, she is not completely recovered. Well then, catch you later, dude. Hee hee, you've become bloody handsome while I was out of it. She's drugged. I don't know all the details, but what I heard would happen from the doc. Looks like there's been a lot going on while I was asleep. I guess it proves you can take care of yourself now, eh? Oi, Serge, you did good, mate. Why don't you look cheerful for a change? Ha! I would have been alright without any antidote at all. I owe you one, though. Serge, thanks. Different world from our own. That's far out, man. Is there really such a thing? All you dudes from this world, other world, I presume? Just to make it clear, Doc, the only one that's from the other world is Serge. All the others, including myself, we're from this world. Actually, the fairy's from the other world, too. And I'm pretty sure Pasheen's from the other world. I'm from the same world as Sergi, too. Whoops, my bad. Totally forgot. Come to think of it, the first time we met you was in the Hydra Marshes. Yes, if Sergi hadn't come save me, I would have been in big, big trouble. Ahem. Me with Sergi Poo too. Is how it is, Doc. Pushu, why am I treated so lightly? Try not to worry about the details. It'll just make you tired, okay? Other world, I suppose there are things slightly different. The Hydra Marshes are a good example of this. Otherwise, we would have never found a Hydra in this world. Parallel worlds, never cross each other, yet existing alongside one another. Hey Doc, let's not think too deeply about this. This isn't any easy way to explain it. Even after going through it all myself, I doubt what I saw. Let's just drop the theories. The girl's been saved. That's all you need to know, right? Ha ha! That's very like you, Korcha. He's got a point, Doctor. Kid's life has been saved. I don't think we need to think about anything further for the time being. Well, I guess you're right. Can't find any answers thinking about this on my own. Pretty late. Guess we'll have to been talking for quite some time. Let's call it a night. One good day's rest should be enough to let her get up and hang 10. Gnarly. What? Rad. What are you doing, kid? Looking mighty sus. Okay. Sure. What you gonna do, Serge? You've already found a way back to your world, right? Just go back home and live a peaceful life, pretending nothing ever happened. Can you really forget everything you've seen here? Can you live with yourself after you turn your back on us? Oh. I did see that, didn't I? Now come to me, Surge, assassin of time, the Chrono Trigger! This summer. What are you gonna do, Surge? I won't go back yet. I see. Then I'll stick around with you a little longer. But don't slow me down, you hear? You know what happened 10 years ago? I don't know what happened 10 years ago, but it looks like the Vipers mob got something to do with it. Let's go after them. I need to bash up that Lynx character for getting me hands on the frozen flame. Lynx stole something precious from me. He's taken away my future. I'll find him no matter what it takes. Corch, I heard you helped in the search too. Is nothing. Yeah? Well, thanks for nothing. Now then. At one point I thought we were doomed for sure, but now it looks like it's all settled. All that's left is to take you back to term, and my job ends there. You get a special discount price of 300 gold for a round trip, but I need to make a living too. Kitty. You're pretty damn shrewd. I shouldn't have thanked you earlier. What is it? You looking for something? Yeah, well, my elements I had in my grid are now gone. Oi, Serge, did you remove the elements from my grid? If it wasn't you, then who did it? The only ones who were looking after you while you were gone was the doc and the nurse. They should be in the next room, so let's ask when we head out. The doc should know something. I hope you're right. Huh? Mel, what you doing? Hey, Blondie, if you want your stuff back, you'll have to challenge... you have to catch me. What is it, dude? Is Mel up to something again? Yeah, same old mischief, just time she's gone too far. Jeez, that idiot, what's she thinking? I don't get it. Sorry about her, kid. I'll get the stuff back from her later. Go easy on her, alright? That's no problem. Ain't nothing I'll suffer without anyway. Not to be rude, but I don't have time to play around with brats. I've got to go chase after Lynx. What is it, Serge? You need those elements. You're not wrong, but Korcha said he'd get them back later. We don't have time to waste. Ain't that right, Serge? Come on, mate, let's go. No, let's go after Mel. Alright, if you insist. Let's go find that brat. This time ain't gonna wait for us. That's the plan, Korcha. You wanna help us out a bit? It'll be over a lot quicker that way. Gotcha. Okay, I think that's gonna do it for us today. We made quite a bit of progress. Kid went from dead to alive, so there's that. Let me find the save point real quick. I don't know where it at. Where it at? Save point? Oh, there's a dwarf. Yes, Mel? Hasn't come by here today. Has she done something? What's she done this time? Did she write graffiti on the walls again? Hydra, meanwhile, went from alive to dead. True. But, for good reason. Good reason. Wind brings back memory. Hey boy, you from the main island? Do you know about the Hydra Marshes? It's in the forest southeast. Although they're called the Hydra Marshes, there's no more Hydras there. Everyone left that forest after the Hydras died off. I too left the forest. That place ain't fit for living creatures anymore. It hasn't rained around here in the longest time. Traders say the water on Dragon Isle has dried up too. Don't get much news around the mainland island out here. Judging the reason, I guess it's about time El Nido's festival starts. No festival yet. Up? Up. Element Shoppy. Don't need any of it. Far off to the south, El Nido. Oh, Marpule. We know about Marpule. Kitty. Mew. We know, we know. Oh, hi there. So much left here. You have to click on everything. Click on all the things. You never know when somebody might be hiding a bone under a bed. Blocked. Okay. Nope, to the other side then. Chief, diary is in play. You may not enter the shrine. Come back a little later. Shouldn't be that long. What brings you here, Corch? It's rare to see you come to this tower. Ah, never mind that. By the way, have you seen Mel around here? We're looking for her. Mel? No, I haven't seen her today. Have you tried the residential tower? So, she hasn't come this way. Thanks for the info. As you've just heard, she hasn't come this way. The only place she could be left is the residential tower. There's the sea too, but it's not likely. We'll go corner her, that's all. And this will be over. Okay, so we were in the residential tower. Maybe we have to take the zip line down. Huh? Yep. Else headed to the residential tower. We got a corner now. This is it. There's no place to run. What are we gonna do? All three of us barge in at once. She's gonna escape. The three exits to this tower. If we each go into a different exit, there's no escape. Listen up. Don't you dare let Mel get outside. Leave it to me, bro. All I have to do is stop Mel from getting out of this exit, right? Yep, I'm counting on you. Now, there are 2 exits left. We'll even end up with some manpower to spare. It's game over, Mel. Let's do it. Way. You idiot, this is what you get for messing with my customers. I'm never gonna forgive you just because you cried. Should be enough. I got my stuff back. There's no harm being done. Even so, we have to teach this kid some proper manners. You know. You never know when she might do it again. Don't worry about such minor stuff. Let's say it's already forgiven. How about that? Besides, Littleton's got a guts to steal from a member of the Radical Dreamers. Ha ha. Don't you call me a Littleton. I've got a name too, you know. It's Mel. Ooh, feisty. So she's got real spirit. But weren't you just crying just now, or are you faking it? I tell ya, she's gonna be a real mean one when she grows up. Ha ha. What you mean by that? Oops, I guess you're just a Littleton. Don't worry, just forget it. Arg. I said, don't you call me a Littleton. Hey, you sure you want to leave it at that? I just don't get ya. Oh well, there's no use bothering over it now. Then I'll go ahead and wait for you at the docks. Come and find when you're ready to go. Coach, all that stuff I equipped you with, do you mind if you go on and give it back to your old buddy? Your old buddy? Oh, hold on. That works for now. Want to go back to Termina? Yeah, back to Termina. Okay, let's go. Portia left the party. Hey, can you keep up? I'd like to all the stuff that we. Yep. Hey, we're here in Termina. You're off here on your own now. Yep. Can I have the stuff back though? All the stuff that's fine. General's men are headed for Fort Dragonia. There's been a word that the major power in the east, Poor, is up to something suspicious. They seem to have heard of the rumors of the Frozen Flame being in El Nido, and are coming to investigate. My, then that means the Poor army might have to invade this town any time now. I wonder if we'll be alright. Yes, that is why we are moving to the fort for a while. The fort is far from town, so it's not used normally, but it's got good defenses. In order to remain in the manor and protect Miss Rydell, but she felt very uneasy about the way General Viper was acting before he left, so... Sir, did you hear that? Snoozing in Goldove, Link's main mob hightailed it out of the manor. The fort's supposedly a ruin built by the extinct Dragonians. I heard there have been all kinds of mystic rituals there. It's said that the dragon tier was needed for the rituals. Bloody bastards, what are they up to now? So it's just no longer just our problem. We don't stop these buggers, they're gonna cause some major hell around here. Fort Dragonia is on the top of Mount Pyre, southeast of here. It'll be hard to get there by land, so the question is, how are we going to get that boat? Blonde braids, red, blood red blouse. That sounds like the description of a thief from the Radical Dreamers. And the red bandana, it's just like a ghost Karsh was just talking about. So what, you want to take us in or something? Sorry, Dory, but we're in a bit of a rush to Fort Dragonia of yours. What business do you have at the fort? That makes me even more suspicious. I'll draw my sword if need be. Glano, stop that. Your brother would never have you drawn his sword in such circumstances. Leave my brother out of this. Oi, don't get your knickers in a knot. I don't care if you draw your sword or whatever. I ain't stopping you. See ya. Alright, forgive my rude behavior. Come to think of it, I really have no interest in who you are. Really, I only want to know the truth of what's happening here. I should follow my own way to find the truth. Bye, Glenn. If you intend to go to the fort, I would offer you a word of advice. When you get on your boat, first head north and then head east. You should find a small island there. A retired dragoon lives there. Find him and ask for his advice. There are many frightful rumors about the fort, you know. You never know what to expect there. Bye, Glenn. Thanks for the advice. All we need to do now is find a boat. Let's get the move on. Okay, so there's some things I want to do first. I'm going to probably have to use Korcha again. One, let's re-equip Kid. What's Kid's stats, by the way? Decent strength. What's her magic? Her magic's 7, so she doesn't have the strongest magic. But I don't think we have anyone better than 7, so it's probably gonna stick around. 15, yeah. Okay, let's auto allocate. And see what it gives her, because she should have a bunch of new stuff now. Fireball, magma bombs, upheaval, pilfer, magnify, electro-jolt. Okay, that's fine. Does she have any heals? Yeah, she has 1 heal. Okay. Looks good. Okay, then we want to save. And I know we said this 100 times already, but that's going to do it for the stream. So, thanks everybody for joining. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the subs. Thanks for the biddies. And thanks for the new hanging out with us for a bit, Frog Knight. Yeet! Yeet! What are you throwing, Anthony? Anyway. Good luck in all your hunts. Welcome to the stream. Well, thank you for the follow, Frog Knight. We will be doing it around the same time tomorrow. Ah! Don't shoot it! What are you? Don't! It's...
Reload!
You almost killed my dog. Anyway, good luck at all your hunts. That's not my dog. And, we'll smell you later.
Well,
Welcome to the stream. The stream.